I'm back. Whew. To all my fans, you know, all 5 of them. It took me about 19 attempts to get my last review on Sorcerer because it's 15 minutes. Upload speed at library is like 1 mile an hour. Took 2 hours upload it. So until I thought I'm not doing anything else until I get this fucker on, yeah? Honest. Then I started getting loads of blue screens on computer, blah blah blah. So we're just about getting back on track now, yeah? So, fucking leg. So, yeah, 2 months late, 3 months late maybe, Star Wars The Force Awakens. Because the Force does awaken, because it's Star Wars, yeah? So, yeah. Probably, bit of advantage after a few months, you have time to think about it, yeah, and suss it out and all this. I think it's coming out on DVD shortly, innit? So, the verdict. Well, nearly bit me fucking head off. Right. Yeah, Star Wars The Force Awakens. Start, of course, of a new Star Wars trilogy. Saw it twice. Both times at cinema. First time it were in 3D. I thought, yeah, I've not seen a 3D for a bit. I'll go and check it out. And I didn't realise until after one of them retro 3Ds, weren't it? Fucking nightmare. If I'd have known that, I wouldn't have bothered. Just eye strain and it was just shit. So I went watching again in 2D, yeah. Miles better. And in fact, even the proper 3D, it's the best 3D ever. Viewmaster. You ever see Viewmaster? It's in 3D. It's in 3D. It's in 3D. Pin sharp, no light problems, and never gives you eye strain. Never give me eye strain once ever. So I'm going to get some more discs with for Viewmaster. 3D, yeah. Can't beat it, Viewmaster, I'm telling you. Best 3D ever. But anyway, I don't think I'll be bothering with 3D at cinema again. I've just 2D, yeah. So, yeah, let's do some positive. We don't have to go through plot, you know it. Yeah, it's Star Wars, isn't it? Positives. Well, certainly better acted than the last 3. But I suppose you could say, well, how could they be worse? Yes, there's a disturbance in the Force. Yes. Bloody awful. But yeah, so obviously acting, it's miles better. I thought 2 leads in it were okay, they were fine, yeah, no problems. Good to see kind of the oldies back. Even though Luke Skywalker were only in it for 1 second. Oh yeah, I forgot to say that. Few spoilers here, yeah. Within the review, because there's some stuff I've got, you know, I want to go through, like. So yeah, visually wise again, pretty good, as you'd expect, of course. I think that's about it for positives for me, really. The problems with it, more intrusive really, that, or more instructive should that be, or anyway. The things against it is, and it's been said before, but we've got to say it again, yeah. You see, I kept away from net, right, so I didn't know anything that were kind of coming. Managed to keep away from all spoilers and everything, yeah. What do we get? Ooh, guess what? He starts on a desert planet, just like Star Wars. And there's this robot. That was another good thing as well, with the what is it? What's it called? D88, is it, or R88 or something, or that? You know, the thingy droid, the soccer ball droid. he were pretty good, him. I want one of them badly. And that bit with when he did the thumbs up, yeah, pretty good that. But yeah, and there's this droid with this secret inside him, just like Star Wars actually. And then there's this, they go to this place where there's all these aliens, like from different planets, and just like Star Wars actually. Oh, you'll never guess. There's this villain in it, right, who dresses in black, and he has a face mask on, and it distorts his voice and he speaks like that. Just like in fucking Star Wars actually. And then, because I've kept away from all stuff on internet, you know, spoiler, I didn't know about the Death Star. And when it came in, and there's this big planet thing, Death Star. Hey, guess what? It can destroy worlds. I was sat there and what? Not again. I mean, come on. Huh? For the third time. Third Death Star. Hey, and guess what? They can all be defeated by small fighters. Fucking amazing. I'd have a word with engineers myself, because that is just bollocks, innit? And I was kind of like, oh, come on. I mean, you can understand them, yeah. It's a Star Wars movie, innit? Yeah, you know, and it's Star Wars. We've got to remind the fans of some earlier stuff, and it's a homage, and it's Star Wars, and this is what the fans expect. But it's like, come on. I mean, you know, for the third time, nah, not for me. But the biggest thing, I'll come to this in a minute. Biggest spoiler. It's like, I think that looking back on it, to get the most out of a movie like this, really, you've got to be about 15, aren't you? And not seen any others. So if you're like that age and you're coming to cinema, it's your first Star Wars movie at cinema, yeah, you'll probably enjoy it, you'll have a good time. But if you're an old bastard like me at 52 who saw Star Wars and Empire originally back in the 70s and 80s, back in the day, and seen the other crap three, you get to this now, 2016, and what, Death Star again? Ugh. And there's all them similarities. It's basically a reboot of Star Wars, that's all it is, really. Just regurgitated slightly for a modern audience, yeah? And that's what disappointed me the most. The kind of unoriginality to it. They were playing safe. It's like somebody was saying to me, he says it's a safe beginning in it. And it's like, well, yeah, it is. Very safe. But I suppose, thinking of it long term, it's pretty good, because there's going to have to be improvement. There's plenty of room for improvement here, isn't there? And they're going to have to improve. They're going to have to be better next to than this, if they want to make it a decent trilogy, yeah? And a bit more originality, a bit more taking it in another direction. But I'll tell you, if next movie starts on a fucking ice planet, I'm walking, yeah? Just obviously trailer for this Rogue One. Didn't know the plot of that at all, and I was watching it, and yeah, it looks kind of interesting. Yeah, I'll go and watch it. So, in terms of marks out of 5, I'd probably give it 2.5 Death Stars for me. Yeah, but I'm not the intended audience, really, 50-year-olds. The intended audience is about like 5 to 20 in it, something like that. Not 52, not when you're in your 50s. But yeah, 2.5 Death Stars. Nothing more, really, not for me. But the biggest thing, spoiler, is like, because again, you keep away from all shit, you don't know what's going to happen. Spoiler City, Arizona, the Han Solo thing, yeah, that he gets killed by his own son, yeah. What the fucking hell is that bollocks? Huh? You can't kill Han Solo. What a load of bollocks. And so it leads in that direction. Well, hold on a minute, what does that say about their parenting skills, Leia and Solo? If the son's turned into a complete arsehole. And I mean, I read various reviews saying, oh yeah, he's good film, like, you know, and this, and to me, he just came across as like Anakin in last one. Just some arsehole who just wanted a clip round hero, really. I didn't get really the mega menace, yeah. But killing off Han Solo, what a load of bollocks. So I'm not having it, not having that. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, what about their parenting skills? The Skywalker family, the biggest bunch of arseholes in the universe, huh? And then you're getting all that. I mean, I'm just not having it, yeah. I'm killing Han Solo off, not having it, yeah. And while I'm at it, I'm also not having it that Darth Vader's his dad either. That's a load of bollocks and all. And I'm also not having it, yeah, that Princess Leia's his sister. What a load of bollocks. It's like in Star Wars, innit, where they get dragged into Death Star and just by chance he managed to meet his sister on Death Star, who's now a princess, who's just scheduled for termination. Complete bilge. No, not having it. And while I'm at it, I'm also not having it either that Boba Fett is some kind of son who's the son of this guy who the clone for Clone Wars and all that bollocks, and that he has a New Zealand accent as well. No, Boba Fett doesn't have he doesn't come from New Zealand. That's bollocks. He's a super cool bounty hunter, right, who talks super cool. He's not got to be dead. What if he doesn't survive? Put Mr. Solo in the cargo hold, you bastards. Right. That's the Boba Fett I'm having. Not the fact that he comes from New Zealand. That's just complete bollocks and all. So, I don't go, to quote Han Solo in Star Wars, yeah, or to misquote him, I'm not in this for all this internecine family melodrama bollocks. I'm in this for the action, yeah. And, but again, the final battle on the Death Star, again, not as good as the other two, Star Wars or Jedi either. It's not as good as that. So, yeah, so there's that. Not having it, not having this. I mean, you just don't. I mean, even Lucas knew that, didn't he? Solo wanted to kill him off in Jedi, and Lucas said, "Piss off. You're gonna survive, mate." Excuse me. So yeah, and then they kill him off. Nah, not having that. So, like I said, overall, kind of average. I'll catch it again sometime when it's on telly. And it's on to Rogue One next, so I'll for the next Star Wars one. So I think that's it. I think we've covered everything, and yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you later.